Thank you for all the love, the support, the follow, subscribe. You know what, you guys, and we're gonna take this to another level. We finna change the name. We finna represent our brand. We finna bring more content to you guys, and you know me, you over here, ANJ, ANJ, Smooth 49. Gonna keep it real with you, but we're about to change that ANJ Smooth 49, you guys. We finna change that into my slogan. you know, because people seems to think that I'm fucking joking about me trying to push my slogan out here from the STL. If it don't make dollars, it don't make motherfucking sense. It really don't. It don't make motherfucking sense for real. Um, this this politics shit is getting outrageous. It's going crazy. You guys see that? You got people with earbuds in the ear, thinking they're earrings. You got people, long friend from college, sitting up there, bashing, trying to do what they do, what they think they do best, and don't think that it's gonna get caught up in the mix. Wow, this world is so fucked up. But by the way, welcome to ANJ Smooth 49 Room. I'm so sorry that I have been bringing you guys videos. Let me make sure I gotta get my mic stuff together, better. I gotta get better quality, you know. But yeah, let's try these earbuds and just gonna try 'em. We're gonna try them. We're gonna try them out. See how they is. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a blessed as well as a safe day. God bless you all. God bless you all for real. Anyway, you guys, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. T-shirts are being pressed as we speaking. We are trying to take our product to a whole nother level. Just to let you guys know, it has been trademarked, and so we can put it on anything and everything. Um, we are new at this, but we are true to this, and we're from the Show Me State. And where you see a stamp. Um, they call me AJ the motherfucking handyman. If I could do it, I can do it. If I can't, I ain't. I don't want you wasting my motherfucking time, just like I ain't gonna waste your motherfucking time. Just keeping it real, you guys. Just keeping it real. But anyway, I hope everybody having a blessed as well as a safe Friday. These fucking streets are getting crazy out here, you guys. Um, yeah, I'm sitting in the house with hat on. I like looking kind of cool, Yeah, I'm bald head. Boom, there you go. As people can see, I'm a little bit in the background. I'm a hat man, anything, shoe man. But I'm kind of pimping this color because I want to send a shout out to all my women and young ladies who has been fighting breast cancer or whatever cancer you're going through. We're behind you 100%. Don't let the smooth taste fool you about what Miss Kamala Harris is saying or what Mrs. Trump is trying to do to you ladies. Like he said, he's not finna follow you around and all that shit. Um, this lady had 4 years, three, whatever, to make this shit right. Um, us who got our eyes open, our ears open, we see, we're watching, we're looking. We're not done. We're not none of them fucking robots that they're building in these fucking wherever they building these robots to call itself to do what we are doing and all that shit. See, we got a brain, a real fucking brain. That's a computer chip, you know. So don't think that we're done. we're not bashing people because of their color, their race, where they come from. We're not just talking about people because of their color or their race or where they're coming from. Um, we're talking about people who's supposed to have this shit on lock, know what to do, when to do it, when not to do it. You know, we didn't get no sympathy from the other side. Uh, get well caught from the other side when this man was almost assassinated. Where's the love, the respect, the trust in this nation? You know, I think that kind of like gets put an even more damper on us when our ex-president almost got assassinated. How did you think that made the other countries look? Oh, they weak in the motherfucker. He almost got knocked off. And we still waiting here. Who's finna get, you know, fired, whatever, for almost costing this man his life. Then we got the other side thinking that we're dumb, we're stupid, we are idiots, we don't know right from wrong. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But that is not even the killing point. I want to touch on Markenberg. So Markenberg speaking out on you and thinking what would happen if you came into the office right now. This video is at 579K reviews 2 days ago. I just thought I would add this one on to mine too, just to keep it real. I mean, we guess some of us are not blind. We don't have our glasses on. We got our glasses on. See, those who got their glasses on, they can't see between what the hell is fucking going on, what's being going on. It's sacrifices and all this crazy shit, you know. But y'all some dirty motherfuckers, you know. Shout out to you, President Trump, for holding your motherfucking balls. Because you had 3-on-1 and they still couldn't fuck with you. I mean, just keeping it real. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Trump wants to put money back in us working people's pockets. Trump wants to, he wants to sponsor my slogan. If it don't make dollars, it don't make motherfucking sense. He wants to give all you people who's working and busting your ass overtime tax-free. When it's like, when do it end, you guys? When do we really wake up to smell the motherfucking bud? Some of you guys just need to get fucking stoned. Get off them pills. Get off that heroin. Get off the meth, the ice. Your brain is gets fucked up. It's gone. It's just not making no sense. She wanted to defund the cops. She already, from what I'm seeing over here on YouTube, you even got pulled over for a DWI, homegirl. Are you black or are you Indian? Want to know? I ain't scared. I ain't did nothing wrong. It's a free country. We're free to speak out, to say what's on our mind and how we feel. Oh, Miley Cyrus. You. You the reason why I won't let my little girl listen to your music. I ain't scared to speak out either. Because I know this is hell we live in. We living in hell right now. I've been here long enough. I can see through the eyes of them. No good. You wasted your money, young lady. You really did. And you know what? I know you got fans out there. But you know what? I know there are kids too. You got grown people with fans of them. We don't know. But research. I wouldn't be dealing with it. The way she feel about kids, and I don't know. It's got some crazy word ass shit going on. But hey, I'm not the only one saying it. So I'm only speaking out what I see, what I'm hearing, and what I fucking feel. And what I feel is the fucking truth. Why is it you is the only one kind of like came to her rescue, Mrs. Cyrus? I want to know. Why is it you the only one who came to her rescue and did all this? So we did a little researching on her too. Plain and simple. It's like I knew it was something about you. I ain't scared to speak out. Let the truth be told. You know, this is pitiful. We got trafficking. We got prostitutes walking up and down these blocks, selling pussy. The world is fucking ate up. Ate the fuck up. Just keeping it real. But enough of my motherfucking mouth, my talking and shit. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's what we gonna call this channel. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Channel by AJ. So next time you guys see that name up there, it's gonna be changed to if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense by AJ. So we're gonna keep that AJ around, but we just gonna keep it true. You guys don't understand the reason why I'm speaking out. Because 24 has been a fucked up year. A lot of families have lost their homes. A lot of families has been pushed out of their homes. We see what's going on with this flooding, the rain, and all this shit is coming in. Guys, we got to love on each other. If we don't love on each other, who the fuck else gonna love on us? Because we already see what's going on up there. That shit ain't even together. So we the ones who really got to make this shit right. But first of all, we got to let Mr. Trump on back in so we can get push these people back where they came from. Because from what I'm feeling, them people trying to push us out and bring them people in for more money. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's weird. People need to speak up, speak out, speak the truth, no matter what. We ain't with that gang life. We ain't with that street shit over here. I'm just a fucking civilian. I'm a motherfucking civilian, and I see what's going on, and you're hurting my people. This is supposed to be the United States of motherfucking America, Children's Republic, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. Did I make my fucking self clear on that one? I thought I did, but Mockingbird. I want you guys to watch this video, and please leave it in the comments of how you really feel about what this man is saying about if we don't get our president who was almost assassinated because somebody stupidity, devilish act, and it gets pitiful. And I mean, it's like we see that you guys ain't even. Are you guys that mad at Mr. President Trump? Where I haven't even seen nothing over here. From what I could see, that anybody even reached out and said, "How you doing, Mr. President? You know, it's how your the ear got better. Can you? Is everything back all right?" Yeah, he's a soldier. He's a fucking soldier. He's gonna be our soldier. He's the king of the castle. He run this shit. We don't need no woman running no White House. She is gonna get ran over, ran through like a tank. And all you guys who's voting for her, we already know what page you on. We already know what street you running down. I'm not gonna say no more. You can read in between the lines. But I want y'all to look and check out what my boy had to really say and how he feel. The richest man. You thought you had money? He do too. As y'all always say, rule money is the rule of all evil. So I would love for you guys to push that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna try to bring even more videos because I love you guys and I appreciate you for subscribing to If It Don't Make Dollars, It Don't Make Motherfucking Sense channel by AJ. Plain and simple. We are finna change that name. You guys, we new at this shit, but we'll get this shit. First of all, we had to make sure our shit was taken care of where a motherfucker couldn't take it and try to do it. So we had to get this slogan trademark. So that's why we pushing it out there now. So, and it's coming from the STL. If it don't make motherfucking dollars, it don't make motherfucking sense. And y'all know that if you ain't standing 10 toes down, then you ain't, hey, you gonna be a broke motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You gotta get on some kind of motherfucking hustle. As long as you ain't hurting no babies, hurting no women, and you ain't stealing. If you out there trying to get on your grind or doing whatever the fuck you want to trying to do to bring that money into the motherfucking house to keep food on the table, because this has been a fucked up ass year. We have been struggling. Look what they doing to all the real big people who got more than us. So imagine if they doing it to them, what the fuck? That you imagine what they can do to us poor ass people. So we got to become as one. Come as one. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to check out this video that I'm gonna share with you guys, and I would like you guys feedback on it, and let me know how you feel about it. So with that being said, here we go. You guys ready? The Kamala administration, that's my opinion. Kamala's moderate, which is not moderate. And they certainly will not be intimidated by Kamala. And you have to really think about it in the context of global security.
Elon Musk sounds the alarm on what's at stake in the 2024 presidential race. With Biden's time in office under scrutiny, Musk dives into why Kamala Harris might not be the global force America needs.
I think people are not going to be, they obviously have not been at all intimidated by Biden, and they certainly will not be intimidated by Kamala. And you have to really think about it in the context of global security. That if the American president is someone that, like, evil dictators are scared of, that makes a huge difference to the security of the world. I think it's just worth emphasizing here to listeners that the the immense importance of whether the United States president is intimidating or not intimidating, and how much that matters to global security. Because there's some real tough characters out there, and if they don't think the American president is tough, they will do what they want to do. Obviously, what's happening sort of overnight is they're rewriting history and making Kamala sound like a moderate when in fact she is far left. Kamala is moderate when she in fact is not moderate. I think it's a massive trouble, frankly, with the Kamala administration, and that's my honest opinion. And I think really it's essential that you win for the good of the country this election, and that's understating my opinion. Now, you may have seen this, but I got a letter from the EU Commission, like saying, to not have disinformation on during this discussion that we're having, and there's a lot of attempts to do censorship and to force censorship even on Americans from other countries, and I think a lot of people thought the Biden administration would be a moderate administration, but it's not, and obviously that we're just going to see an even further left administration with Kamala. That's my honest opinion. Her dad is literally. She was brought up as an actual. Her dad is a Marxist economist. You can Google it. It's not we're not making this up. That's how she was brought up. So, and we want to have a future that is prosperous. And I think we're just at this critical juncture. And I think this is a case of America is going to at a fork in the road, and
Sure.
And I think it will take if the path, like you are the path to prosperity, and I think Kamala is the opposite. And that's my honest opinion. I'm gonna get attacked like crazy, and I've also experienced quite a bit of lawfare myself, but I'm just trying to tell people my honest opinion, and I haven't been really active in politics before. And I'm just trying to point out that my track record historically has been moderate, if not moderate, slightly left. And so this is to people out there who are in the moderate camp to say, I think you should support Donald Trump for president. And I think it's actually a very important junction in the road, and we're in deep trouble if it goes the other way. Yeah, if I could summarize it, perhaps, I think these are issues that I think most people in America would agree with, which is that we want safe and clean cities, we want secure borders, we want sensible government spending, we want to restore both the perception and reality of respect in the judicial system, just stop the lawfare, and I think that's like. And how are those even right-wing positions? I think those are that's just common sense.
Kamala was the border czar. Now she's denying it. Everything that I do, she's saying she was strong on the border and we're going to be strong. Well, she doesn't have to say it. She could close it up right now. They could do things right now. It's horrible. No tax on tips, and all of a sudden she's making a speech and saying there will be no tax on tips. I said that months ago. And by the way, they had just the opposite. They had not only tax on tips, but they hired 88,000 IRS agents, and many of them were assigned to go get waitresses and caddies and all of this on tips. They have a policy. They had a policy that they were really going to go after you, and were really harassing people horribly.
Well, let's start with the fact that when Joe Biden and I came in office, during the height of the pandemic, we saw over 10 million jobs were lost. Literally, we were all tracking the numbers. Hundreds of people a day were dying because of COVID. The economy had crashed. In large part, all of that because of mismanagement by Donald Trump of that crisis. When we came in, our highest priority was to do what we could to rescue America. And today, we know that we have inflation at under 3%. A lot of our policies have led to the reality that America recovered faster than any wealthy nation around the world. But you are right. Prices, in particular for groceries, are still too high. Prices have gone up. And families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more.
And you ain't
And
done
we have to
shit.
understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress.
You should have thought about that when you start letting the
limited
people come
resources.
over here, lady.
That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously.
Yeah, right.
Very seriously.
Yeah.
And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life.
And you letting other people come over here. So
it's a big issue, and we take it seriously.
Yeah,
and
right.
it is a priority, therefore. So we have addressed it in a number of ways. One of the issues that we know is related to this is the supply chain issue that we just discussed. And so on a domestic level, in terms of domestic policy, one of the approaches we have taken is to work with labor unions and to work with municipalities in opening back up and extending the hours of our ports. There are actually 3 I have in mind: Los Angeles, Long Beach, and Savannah. And in fact, part of the infrastructure bill benefit is most recently what we will do to assist Savannah in broadening their ability to be an active port. And we have seen a reduction in the container ships off of the Long Beach and LA ports because of what we have done, which is to extend, as you know, to extend the hours to now 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But there is also a point that is important to make on the Build Back Better framework. One, it is designed to make it less
Look at the earring. Look at the earring. Look at the earring in her ear.
It was specifically designed to bring down the cost of childcare and increase accessibility and availability.
Still ain't done it yet.
Designed to bring down the cost of elder care.
Still ain't done it yet.
And make it available to all those working families that need that support and need that help.
Still ain't done it yet.
And Build Back Better.
You have 3 years to do that.
Anything, we're paying for it. So when we can get Build Back Better passed, and we are optimistic that we will, the American people will see costs actually reduced around some of the most essential services that they need to take care of their basic responsibilities, including issues like childcare and elder care, and also preschool. And that's an important point to mention also. And in fact, I had some conversations here in France, including with the Minister of Education in France, about the, again, global impact of the pandemic on childcare, but also on education, and in particular for our youngest children. Universal pre-K, when we're able to do that, 3 and 4 years old, getting education at no cost, what that is going to do in terms of not only supporting working families who otherwise can't afford to put their kids in a private situation and otherwise don't have it available. That's going to have a huge impact on lowering the cost for families. So that is a big part of our agenda.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to also stress that it's not going to cost anything.
Is that the same earring she had in the other night?
At a government level, I think there should be a regulation removal department, and probably some. When we pass new laws, they should have some kind of sunset, perhaps, that they need to be reaffirmed before they are, or they expire. Now, the thing that tends to happen is that once regulations are passed, that an ecosystem of consultants forms around those regulations that wants to keep them going. Environmental regulations are particularly bad in this regard. So, and I'm very much pro-environment, but the environmental regulations are, in my view, largely terrible, and they're very much sort of permission-based, as opposed to you have to get permission in advance, as opposed to, say, paying a penalty if you do something wrong, which I think would be much more effective. To say, like, look, we're going to do this project. If something goes wrong, then we'll be forced to pay a penalty, but we do not need to go through a 3 or 4 year environmental approval process. So just changing things from you have to get a permission in advance you have to pay a penalty if you do something bad, I think would be profoundly effective for the advancement of large projects. But just in general, I think governments around the world should be actively deleting regulations, questioning whether departments exist. Obviously, President Belay seems to be doing a fantastic job on this front, just deleting entire departments. Fantastic.
This election, I do strongly believe, is about two very different visions for our nation.
We already know.
One, ours, focused on the future, and the other, focused on the past. We see that contrast clearly in many ways, including when it comes to how we think about the economy. So our country has come a long way since President Biden and I took office. At that
fell on your face.
Will health insurance pay for your walk-in tub?
Here's what they don't want senior homeowners in America to know. I've worked in construction for 20 years now, and it still amazes me how many clients of mine were almost about.
This old man told me an insane secret. On my way home from a 12-hour shift, I saw an old man with a flat tire sitting.
Time, we sadly remember the millions of Americans that were out of work. We were facing one of the worst economic crises in modern history. And today, by virtually every measure, our economy is the strongest in the world. We have created 16 million new jobs. We've made historic investments in infrastructure, in chips manufacturing, in clean energy. And new numbers this week alone show that inflation is down under 3%.
Yeah, right.
And as President of the United States, it will be my intention to build on the foundation of this progress. Still, we know that many Americans don't yet feel that progress in their daily lives. Costs are still too high.
Yeah, because you're letting people over here.
For too many people, no matter how much they work, it feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. As president, I will be laser focused on creating opportunities for the middle class that advance their economic security, stability, and dignity.
She got that earring in her ear.
We will build
Let me see your ear.
what I call
Let me see your ear.
an opportunity
Let me see.
economy.
Let me see your ear.
Economy where
I bet she
everyone
got that
can
damn
compete
earpiece in
and
her
have
ear.
a real chance to succeed.
Yeah, right.
Everyone, regardless of who they are or where they start, has an opportunity to build wealth for themselves and their children. And where we remove the barriers to opportunity, so anyone who wants to start a business or advance their career can access the tools and the resources that are necessary to do so. I will focus on cutting needless bureaucracy and unnecessary regulatory red tape.
Yeah, right.
And encouraging innovative technologies while protecting consumers, and creating a stable business environment with consistent and transparent rules of the road. As president, I will bring together
Who told you say that?
With small businesses and major companies to invest in America, to create good jobs, achieve broad-based growth, and ensure that America continues to define the future and lead the world.
Well, I think it is very important that Argentina succeed and that we give President Milei our full support. And my prediction is that unless President Milei is stopped in some way from taking the actions that he wants to take, that Argentina will have a massive growth in the economy, and there will be far more prosperity and optimism about the future than there has been perhaps in 100 years. Well, from everything I've read, he's making all the right moves. I would just encourage the people of Argentina to give him their full support, run this experiment, because clearly the policies of the past have not succeeded. We know that for a fact. So let us I think, go boldly into the future. I hope people of Washington give him their full support, and I think it'll be a very exciting adventure, and I think it's going to work out really well.
We have absolutely no intention, nor do we have any plans to send combat troops into Israel or Gaza, period. A terrorist organization, Hamas, slaughtered hundreds of young people at a concert. By most estimates, at least 1,400 Israelis are dead. Israel, without any question, has a right to defend itself. That being said, it is very important that there be no conflation between Hamas and the Palestinians. The Palestinians deserve equal measures of safety and security, self-determination and dignity. And we have been very clear that the rules of war must be adhered to and that there be humanitarian aid that flows. The middle class is one of America's greatest strengths. And to protect it then, we must defend basic principles, such as your salary should be enough to provide you and your family with a good quality of life, such as after years of hard work, you should be able to retire with dignity.
Oh my God, bitch, we gonna retire with that anyway.
Be able to join a union if you choose. Building up.
We're already doing that, you stupid ass.
A defining goal of my presidency.
Man.
Because I strongly believe when the middle class is strong, America is strong.
The government is like a corporation in a limit. It is the biggest corporation. And it is a monopoly. And one that can only go bankrupt if the country goes bankrupt. So it doesn't have the sort of, commercial corporations, if they make bad products, fail to compete, then they will go bankrupt, and they should if they make bad products. Government is essentially a corporation in the limit. And since it is monopoly and there's just, you can think like I think one way to think of economy is just in terms of feedback loops. And the feedback loop for government-provided services to be excellent is weak, because if you have a government monopoly for anything, you as a consumer have no alternatives. You have no means of, and I would sort of say, think of the Department of Motor Vehicles, like the DMV, and it's very inefficient. You wouldn't want the DMV to make cars. And if you don't get good service from the government, what do? Who do you complain to? Competition breeds excellence, because two organizations or more organizations are fighting to make the end consumer happy, and one will gain market share if they do a better job than the other. So that's why we really want government to do the least.
So in the weeks to come, I will address in greater detail my plans to build an opportunity economy. And today, I will focus on one element that's on the minds of many
that earring in her ear, y'all.
They pay their bills at the kitchen table or walk the aisles of a grocery store. And that is lowering the cost of living. So every day across
you should have been doing that.
Talk about their plans for the future, their ambitions, their aspirations for themselves, for their children. And they talk about how they're going to be able to actually achieve them financially. Because look, the bills add up. Food, rent, gas, back to school clothes.
Duh, don't you think we know that ass?
Medication. After all that, for many families,
and you ain't done shit.
Not much left at the end of the month.
We know. Do you know?
I grew up in a middle-class household. For most of my childhood, we were renters. My mother saved for well over a decade to buy a home. I was a teenager when that day finally came, and I can remember so well how excited she was. I kind of understood what it meant.
No, you don't.
We called her Mommy. Mommy was so excited. It just made us excited that she was so excited. Later in college, I worked at McDonald's to earn spending money. Well, some of the people I worked with were raising families on that paycheck.
You didn't even work at
They
McDonald's.
worked second or even
Liar.
third jobs to pay rent and buy food.
Boss, you're a
It
liar.
only gets harder when the cost of living goes up. When I am elected president, I will make it a top priority to bring down costs and increase economic security for all Americans.
You should have been on
As
doing that.
president, I will take on the high
Well, she
costs
lying.
that matter most to most Americans,
She's lying
like
again.
the cost of food.
Shit. Lady,
We all
please.
know that prices went up during the pandemic when the supply chains shut down and failed. But our supply chains have now improved, and prices are still too high. A loaf of bread cost 50% more today than it did before the pandemic.
Yep, and what you do about
Ground
it?
beef
Nothing.
is up almost 50%.
I think
Many
we know
of the
that.
big food companies are seeing their highest profits in 2 decades.
Because of y'all.
And while many grocery chains pass along these savings, others still aren't. Look, I know most businesses are creating jobs, contributing to our economy, and playing by the rules. But some are not. And
Which,
that's just not
which
right.
would be you.
And we need to take action when that is the case.
Oh my
But
God.
We've seen great trends.
No,
and
she
if you
didn't.
Look at where
Talk about we need to take
we
action.
do believe that the work that we have been doing to bring prices down, and it's an issue, so you're right to bring it up, but to bring the costs down of living is something that we are seeing success with. But it is taking time. It will take a bit of time.
Yeah, right.
But we are seeing steady progress, and I think that's what's important.
We ain't seeing shit.
But I can tell you that the trends are looking good. Whenever
Who you
American
lying to,
families are
lady?
struggling,
Yourself?
that is not acceptable. And we're going to always work, and it's one of the biggest priorities. I'd really offer you, it's actually the highest priority of our administration to bring costs down and to ease up the burden on families in America, and in particular working families. As Attorney General in California.
Dude, with that being said, with that really being said, we don't want to hear no more of them lies from her. Because, for one, you had 4, 3, whatever years to get this shit right. Don't come telling us this bullshit because you kicked Joe down when he couldn't get up. You and other people, we ain't gonna say no names, but we heard that you pushed Mr. Joe to the side. Get the fuck out the way. We got this. They'll go for me because I'm a woman. They'll go for me because I'm cute. They'll go for me because women love women. But it's some smart women out here smarter than you think they is too, sister. See, you might can get some of them fishes, but you ain't gonna catch all of them. And we know that it's corrupted, you guys. It's pitiful. We got people want to change sports that a man can play a woman's sport. We got where they are teaching our kids certain hours of the day about he, she, he, thee. When you know what I'm talking about. I think that would be up to the mom and dad if they want their child to know that type of shit. So this is what we mean by when you pushing it on our kids. I'm speaking out because I still have little ones. I still have little nieces. I still have little nephews. I have grandkids. So yeah, I'm one of the motherfuckers who's gonna speak out. I don't want you pushing that shit off on my fucking kids. I don't want my fucking granddaughter going in the bathroom and then she in the bathroom and all of a sudden he, she, and come in. That's totally disrespectful. That's rude. And I just don't see it in anybody's right fucking mind who can agree that this should go on. And Lord, If you want to be that way, be that way. But the thing is, you're trying to push it off on the younger generation. Just like with the music. That's why the kids, you got, oh Lord, this world is just, man. I guess, is this really the United States of America? Then you try to assassinate the president. I ain't hear nobody give this man no sympathies. I'm glad to see you okay, Mr. President. Or nothing. Still playing these stupid ass games. Got earring, got earpieces in their fucking ears, looking like earrings. And you know what, you guys? Y'all really need to go back and look at all her little videos. And if I'm not mistaken, it looked like she got that earpiece in all the time too, because this woman really don't know what to say. It's like, you've been in office for almost 4 fucking years. We, as United States of America, haven't seen you make any kind of change or try. Only change you did, you fucked up this country, lady, when you let the gates flood even more through. We know people was coming over here, but they wasn't coming like fucking rats and roaches. And then you tried to put it down as Mr. Trump stopped building the wall. No. You and Mr. Joe Biden stopped building the wall and even started having them to remove the wall. See, that's the problem with y'all. Y'all think some of us are blind. We're not watching. We don't watch the news. We don't remember shit. We don't take in shit. Yes, we do. Why? Because we have loved ones. We have babies. We ain't with it. We ain't with it. When the pastor said, young man, you haven't seen the worst. The black horse is guessed now, right? I should took heed when my pastor said that. Because it is. It is. It's fucked up. I mean, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. First of all, right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm a motherfucking civilian, and I have young ones that's still got to become men and women in my life. I also look at other babies who run around in stores, whatever the case may be. These are them babies' future that you guys are fucking with. I mean, it's like, where do they say in the Bible that I could get my shit cut off and I could get a split and I could come a her? Why would I want to ruin something that God gave to me? Wanted me to use it the right way with the right person. See, that is gas. I mean, like I said, if you roll like that, that's you. I know some cool ones like that. But I'm talking about for those who know who the fuck they is that's trying to really do that shit. Because all of them ain't trying to do that shit. All of them ain't about that shit. They stand in their lane. But all of them other ones, them weirdos who's down for this type of shit, you got issues. Yeah, you know what? It's like this. I know what God put us here for. I know what God made us to be. And all I can say is, God bless you. I'm gonna leave it in God's hands, because when it all boils down, you the only one who's gonna have to answer to God. This is, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. AJ's room, and we're gonna keep it fucking real over here. I hope you guys enjoy the fucking video. Give me your feedback on what Mr. Man said about Mr. Woman. Do you believe what Mr. Woman said? Because, you know, as of now, you know, it seems like she's getting busted every which way she go. We got a singer who wants to jump like a bunny rabbit, or can I say a grasshopper, and jump to the command and say, I'm going to help you, Pamela Harris. Ain't nobody else said they's going to did anything that this girl did for this lady, which don't mean shit. Just to let you know, you basically just you just put yourself out there on blast, and you guys pretty much just wasted your fucking money. We are not going to let a woman run the White House, because first of all, this woman haven't showed us as United States citizens of America. She have not showed us what she have done, what she have brought to the table since she's been in the house. She's saying what she's going to do now. And then you got people in her ear. People in her ear. They're telling this lady what to say, how to say. She already got a little ghetto to her. But you got to realize she do drink. So as you guys see her, if you might catch her sometimes slurring her talk. But it seems like she's saying the same shit that Joe Biden was saying. And where we at, guys? It ain't making dollars. It ain't making dollars, and it ain't making motherfucking sense. Shut up. Plain and simple. It ain't making motherfucking sense to me. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Cause, you know, it's some weird shit going on out here, and it's just not making sense to me. So with that being said, don't forget to push that subscribe button, and don't forget to push that like button, and turn them notifications. That's why you can see when I bring you a crazy fucking video. And if you one of them Palm Harris fans and you love her, I recognize you. Stop following me right now. Plain and simple. I'm just keeping it real, because I'm not with the word and the okey doke and all this bullshit. You know, people need to get off drugs. People really need to stay off that heroin, that meth, that PCP, that crack cocaine, that coke. You just need to clear your fucking brains for real. Because if y'all vote for her, y'all ain't seen shit yet. Y'all think these people that came in here already and then took over different states already? Y'all see they came in and took over y'all states. And y'all don't blame that on the man who's trying to keep these people out. You blame that on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So with that being said, if it don't make dollars, it don't make motherfucking sense. AJ channel. See you on the next video. Peace.